I have so many comments now asking me why do I don't show myself. All some are nasty, like you must be very ugly, you must be so looking like a monster, like the works. So I decided that I'll be inserting some of my photos on my videos. So this is the house that I'm replacing, that you have to take note. Look at the walls, and yet you can imagine the demands. It's raining so hard outside here. This is a rainy season come early this time in Cebu or in the Philippines. But it's still 9 o'clock, so I'm hoping that the guys can also shelter themselves to find shelter in that old couple's house. Because I tell them to destroy the wall on the second floor. I think they can stay there by waiting for the rain to stop. But you can see up on the horizon that it's sunny again, so it might just be a passing rain. But we have this all the time, the sudden heavy downpour. That's why that I have to get that the septic pit that we have to be covered so it won't be pull up, because with this sudden downpour that we have. Because it's okay with just the normal use of human, but like very heavy downpour, it's really very fast to fill up. When like one time there was a 4 hours heavy downpour at night, but I could see the city is getting lighter now, so it's good because they have sunshine there, so it must just be a passing rain, because I'm hoping that they'll be doing the trusses today. I'll go down in a few hours or when the rain stops. This is the view of Cebu when it's raining. I could hear the rain coming over, like clearing out the city, but coming over here in the mountain area. So you see, it's still drizzling, but hopefully it will stop soon. This is what I mean, that one day off of, look, it's a very nice day yesterday. One day off of Old Man Tony instead of us making the roof makes a lot of difference. How can we safely do the trusses now that it's raining like this? That's why I'm hoping it's gonna stop. But this is what you are up against. That day off that he had yesterday, just to monitor the mangoes of his sons are doing it, but he wants to monitor himself. But that is costing me money now. The roof won't be done if it's gonna continue raining like this. That makes me wanna address a comment. He's saying that you lost me with your indifference to your workers. Their work for such low pay is their loyalty to you. They have lives outside your job. Because Old Man Tony took a day off, you were forced to talk to your employee about training him on the job and his performance. If all had been according to your plan, you would have just fired him, which may do anyway. You have no loyalty to them and hide behind budget. Strong words. From what I have seen, you have a good crew. Up until rendering, you have no complaints. Gonna have to let you go and unsubscribe. I totally despise disloyalty and those who think they are better than others. Your workers are human. Just as human as you were when you had less. You don't have to act like you have a reason when you think you are high and mighty. For those who think they are high and mighty, any reason is a good enough reason. I will be showing my wife this video. She was, this one is really sad to me. She was a house cleaner when I met her. I do not want her to turn into a person such as you portray in this video. One who has forgotten what it's like to have nothing as you claim. I want her to always remember where she came from. And as do I. So far she does and is kind to our help and service people. She gets too big for herself. If she gets too big for herself and needs a lesson in humility, I will show her this again. Once you have money, it does not turn you into a better person. It turns you into the person you already were magnified by your idea of what money has made you. Well, Donald Johnson's, I'm not stopping you from unsubscribing because subscribers have their choice to come and go. But what is making me concerned is your comment of judging me. So I will judge you by your comment. It's really sad as a Filipino that your wife is as a maid or house cleaner here in the Philippines. You don't want her to get better. I am running a budget bungalow and my husband is training me to become a better person than I am. He is a successful businessman, retired at the age of 40 and running a very successful business, and we are now living in comfort because of his efforts when he was younger. And he is now training me to passing on that skill to make me a better person than I am. Like I said, I came from the squatter. I could mingle with different people. And what I have been treating with Fredo, do you realize that they are not low wages like you compare your wages in the West? They are actually better paid than what the minimum wage requirement here in our city. This is the Philippines. This is not the West. And I even give them rewards every weekend, but I don't want to show that. But when I told them that their performance is not to my liking because it's costing me money, that is not disloyalty. He is not good at rendering. He's useless at it. If I fire him from the budget bungalow, what's my next project? I've been saying that I'm be making and paving a road towards my other land. Fredo will be there first. Instead of making the video after they all finish, I'll be making it ahead because I'll be putting Fredo there. And also, do you realize what's the background of Fredo? A lot of people will not even hire him because of concerns. He had just been out for murder. And I give him the chance to have a better employment. Because as of the moment, they're just farming. They're just doing menial jobs. But I don't judge him for what he's done because the fact that he's been let out means he's not that person that he's been accused of. So do not judge me from just one video because I was teaching the foreigners to protect themselves, hire and fire. There is no loyalty. People, when I was building my castle, I import a lot of rebars. And when they come in thousands, like 5,000 rebars at once. And then I'll ask a person to count them for me. And he will say, yes, it's 5,000. And as I drive down the road going back home, I see a bundle of rebars by hundreds on the side of the road. So I have someone else pick it up and carry it to the site here where my house is being built, only to discover that the driver and the person that I asked to count are conniving with one another, drop that two bundles of rebars on the side of the road. Now, do I have to keep them for loyalty? Because it's not now working for my build? Of course not. I have to fire both of them. And so, why should I firing someone like Fredo from the budget bungalow, me becoming high and almighty? Do you realize that I was talking to Fredo and I said, you're useless at rendering, but you can now start the road. So I'll be making a road video when he transferred and make the road. So do not judge me like that, because I am so appalled by your comment about your wife. You don't want her to be better. My OFW brothers, away from their family, suffering the loneliness, working hard to make themselves better. To be when they come to the Philippines, they are not the poor state that they have been. And then there you are. You want your wife to be reminded that you're a maid. You're a house cleaner. When my husband is the opposite of you, he wants me to be better. He tells me that you are a special person. When we met, he told me I'm a special person. You only get the right chance and you will be bigger than what you are. But it's my natural self to just mingle with the people that I came from. But you don't judge me for just that one. But like again, I'm judging you. You want a subservient Filipina. I am appalled with this kind of attitude. Because I know there are a lot of foreigners who treat their partners equally. But not when I have to remind her that she's a maid. She's a house cleaner. And also those statements, how to find a good Filipina. I mean, there is no Filipina shop that you can go in and find commodities like, 5 foot tall, 5'10", slim. What? A Filipina is a person to be respected. And if I judge you by your comment, you are a domineering person. You want a subservient partner to be serving you. That's why you got to be reminding her. Oh, but then again, have a good life. You will be seeing not just the budget bungalow, where Fredo will be fired from that when the rendering is done. You will be seeing him on my road video and my other build video. So where's the loyalty? The Loy and the other Lito has been with me for 15 years. I have built them houses there, give them businesses. They had shops. But does it not loyalty? It is. Why did Fredo had an offer of another job by another contractor who wants to take him for some digging work. But he chose to stay with me. I wonder why, if I'm that nasty and bitchy like you portray me. My channel is about giving foreigners the lessons that I'm showing, the roses and the thorns. And like John Harris was saying, obviously you haven't hired people in the Philippines. Another one, Anthony Fouracre, you have the right attitude. Fire and fire, protect yourself first. You are the number one to protect yourself. Loyalty, it does not count so much when you're in building, when you're in business. Loyalty is important in relationships, personal relationship, but not in building or when you're actually running a business, because you will see 9 out of 10 the employees is not loyal to you. They're there because you're paying them, so you also have to protect yourself. So people who have tried building in the Philippines or have seen what the Philippines are like will tell you that this is the right way. You hire and fire. If it's not working for you, if something gone wrong, you just say goodbye. Not in the right way, but for me being frank and candid too. I shown my candor to Fredo and tell him straight that he's useless at it. Did you see him swear at me and all that? No, she don't. But like, you think I'm being nasty? You should. The Filipinos that can understand Bisaya, when they're talking, you can see the swearings when they talk because they're rough. Yeah, I just accept that. But when I talk to them straight, I don't do the swearing. I just tell them straight that you're useless at it. And they smile at me, how frank I am with them. So do not judge me that their wages is the loyalty that they shown to me. Come on. They're far better paid than the regular minimum wage here in the Philippine rate. Do not say that, because you are just showing that you came from different planet. Day 39 of my budget bungalow build. The rain has stopped, so I could go down and check what they are doing there, the lads. I'm hoping that they've started the trusses. I don't even know who's there and who's not there. So hopefully they have started the trusses now, because like I said, Cebu has been raining every day, mostly at night time, but this morning it's really a total heavy downpour. So it was, like I said, the roof is needed now. And Tay, I always greet my neighbor here. He's a widower who just recently lost his wife, so that's why he's really sad that I have to greet him every day. I pass here to cheer him up a bit. And so yeah, I got comments that people says that the lockdown has gotten on my nerves. Dong, the lockdown has gotten on my nerves. I think, and not only me, a lot of people are. Like me, I get frustrated with this. I know I can't get the windows and the doors that I wanted. I know the place to get them. And I know it's gonna cost me less than what is available in the open hardwares right around the place. But I can't get them. I can't finish the house because I get frustrated. But now I hope they're doing the trusses, but I'll be able to show you if they are doing what I've instructed them to destroy half of the wall of the old couple's house. Then I'll show you what I'm replacing, because a lot of people is having a go at me saying, why didn't I use metal trusses, long span roof? What I'm showing you, this is a budget bungalow. I'm trying to show you that you can build at that budget a decent house. So I've seen that there's a trusses already been there, and some instructions from the, I hope instructions, not demands, but let's see. I just want to see what they're talking about. So they are all four of them is working on the roof trusses. You can see what they've done this morning, because old man Lito also knows how to do the roof trusses. Then there's old Tony is back to work, and then he's paired with Prido in the corner. I think the son will, there he is. So hopefully the four of them working on here, I'll make it faster. So this is what they done for the day, and that's the extra that they have here for the awning on the side. But king lights that ito ko natapitas. So this is what we poured yesterday. It's all dry up now. So make it cleaner to go inside. So there's the workers. I'm just adjusting the light because it's gloomy day today, because it's raining so hard this morning. I gotta have to catch the light to make a better view. So hopefully they'll be finished with the trusses. Only a few left for tomorrow. So this week all the roof will be in. So the two old men as keep on tormenting one another. So it's 12 o'clock now. This is how far they reach. mostly this side, and then so hopefully this afternoon they'll be able to do the other side. So there. So they're mostly concentrated on this side first. So it's so gloomy, so I'm struggling to get the light on the camera. I had to angle it better so you can see properly how far they bridge. I'll try again. I'll try to see on the other side, but you can see that they are working on it, but it's mostly on this side. There, you can see this better here because the light is facing that way. So the rebars is sticking out. It's wrapping itself, as you can see there. It's been wrapped around the wood. So going down now to my second check of the day. It's now 2 o'clock in the afternoon here in the Philippines, and this is day 39 of my budget bungalow build. I have so many comments now asking me why do I don't show myself. All some are nasty, like you must be very ugly, you must be so looking like a monster, like, you know, the works. So I decided that I'll be inserting some of my photos on my videos, like this one. You know what it represents here in the Philippines. Another one is asking me, where do I learn my people skills? I actually learn from the best. Look at this. So, I had an email as well from a subscriber that came here once and seen the budget bungalow build. I even made a picture, video of him looking at my budget bungalow. So he sent me an email asking about this one blogger that's been saying that tourism won't be back here in the Philippines until next year, 2021. And so he sent me a link and have a look at the channel that you told me. And I disagree. I disagree with what he said. He might think it's based on facts, but I will also tell you in an email when I answer you and what's my basis for disagreeing with what I'm saying. Now, it's some of you like those kinds of video, like opinion based, what's your basis about certain issues here in the Philippines. I could also do that. And so I arrived here now to see what's the progress on my second visit. You've noticed I visit 3 times a day now, so I could monitor the progress better. So you've seen that they have put in the wood trusses now on this side. So I wonder if they have taken out the side of the house. Oh, they did. Tay, pwede mo tanaw ko dito taas? Ha? Patanaw ako ha? So I'm asking the old couple if I could see from here on the top of their house. Sud ko nay ha? So this is where they live. Musaka ko nay. Nagitangtang na nay. Ay panguha na nimong mga kuan. Ha, so there. So they've taken out the walling so the trusses can push through. So this is the old house of the old couple. You see their ceiling. That's the common things that you can see here in the Philippines with Filipino houses. Duha din ka kwarto din eh. So they have two rooms. Ari bilitog.
Kamu na yan sila di ko animo.
Asa ba? Ana man din jam di ay. So this is their door that one of the daughter wants to get installed. There. Antique mo ni oh.
Oh.
How old pila na katuig ni?
Ano sila ha? Kapag kaman mo magigitaog.
So this is like 50-year-old door. So this is the one that he wants installed. She wants installed. Okay, got the jam. So we'll just take out the jams as well. So this is the other room. Because you can see how basic. And then the ceiling is just made of bamboo. And you can see how basic. That's why I'm trying to reiterate in the demands. That's why I said I want to see it from here. So you can see them destroying this side of the house now because we will be struggling to put the trusses in. Even though the old woman is trying to hold on, but we have to let it destroy. They're even arguing with her husband. The husband suggests destroy it, and she's like to hold on and hold on. Because they are on this side now. So they will be putting the, they call it sagbayan, which is like the awning extra. And then they will put the sheets. And so is this side. We will be destroying this as well. So you can see the type of house that they have, and yet you can imagine what's the demand. So this is the house that I'm replacing, that you have to take note Look at the walls. And yet, you can imagine the demands. So this is one of the rooms of the old couple. You can see that the walls is just made of flattened out bamboos. And the beds are bamboos. Although the floors are made of wood planks, shiny wood planks. This is what the daughter was saying, that she gonna make this into tables or beds, I think. So it's now open up in this side, so the wooden trusses can go through. So that's the wall, flattened bamboo walls. They called sa. That's very basic. And there's their ceiling. All eaten by termites, because it used to be their column just plain wood, and then when it get rotten down there, they change the bottom of their columns into proper column and just put on the top of the concrete columns. The column of the their wood columns is now on top of the concrete columns in the bottom, because it's the termites usually go after wood. So if you don't have wood that touch the soil, so I'm planning to reuse this door and the jambs on this one, and also this other one. I'll just varnish this and then like sand it and varnish this door. So I think I could reuse both of this door. I'll tell the old man. So I'm telling the old lady here that I will be using the jambs because it's made of the solid wood. So both of these jambs here, I'll be reusing this. And even this door, if I sand this and then varnish, then it will look like new. And then also the framing of the windows, I will use the framing of the windows for the framing of my wooden windows for my replacement. So here we are now on our trusses making. So hopefully at the end of this week we'll have the roof on, because that's what their target as well. Going back down now for day 39. Last check of the day for my budget bungalow build. I know it won't be long. I'll soon be starting to call this over budget bungalow because I'm getting near to my 200,000 budget. And the thing today, I won't be pricing you individually because we're doing the roof. It's hard to calculate how much they have used for today. So today I'll just gonna be pricing you what the labor costs. Or I think some people are asking me because they're also doing the roof and they're thinking about doing the same thing in wooden trusses. Or I will price you at the end of the week, which will be Saturday, that how much the whole roofing cost, the sheets, the labor, and the installation. And like I said, I'll start calling this the over budget bungalow, not the budget bungalow, because I think it's inevitable that I'll be going over budget. But that's the main thing to put in that house is the roof. And now I'm nearing there. The next thing is to continue the rendering. But like I agree with my lads, the rendering has to be done efficiently. Don't need to have a show of thickness because we're not buying for Best Build Award. This is supposed to be a budget bungalow and now we have gone over budget. Hopefully it's not be so much. Like the accepted over budgeting of 10% will be acceptable to me. But hoping is just hoping. Okay. And we will be seeing that soon. How much is it gonna cost me in the final thing after windows and doors be installed. So I could see that the whole room now is destroyed. So this is how it looks like down here now. The trusses that they have installed. And that will be also in the same. Up there. The rebars is tied around the end of the trusses. So it's thus looking like a roof ready for installing the sheets. And then the next thing they're gonna do is to, here on the awning, connect them all together so they can put in the sheets. So like the end of the week by Saturday, we'll soon be starting to see sheets on. So I'll just be counting the whole roof pricing at the end of the roofing, so you have an idea, because it's hard to count all this wood. So, and the nails, I'll just be giving you, I think, the labor for today. So this is how they are so far, of the trussing of the roof. So the main truss is almost done, and then they will just go to the bracing and the awning squaring. So tomorrow this will be more bracing and then the squaring. So we have a hip roof design. So what Bert is doing is like making the rebars wrap around the wood. So this room has been opened up, and so is the other room. So this is what's done for the day. There, you can see it, and also the demolition of one side of their old house. So the major ones are done. Then will be the bracing and the squaring on the ends. So the one that don't reach the columns like that, where they wrap all the rebars in, they put rebars across, tie it up to the, and then chip all the rebars from the beam to tie it up more. So the one on the that reach the, where's the extra from the column, that's what they have to wrap in. But at least it's making it stronger by doing this as well. Ugma na na, uy. So it's 5 o'clock now. They're off the job. So tomorrow there'll be more bracing, or in the afternoon may start to get the sheets if they're done. Because you know them, they will just continue on with the use their time. Because as of the moment, they're also just destroying this part of the house, so it's also taking up their time for destroying all this here, and also this room. So this wall here should be off, so they will be destroying that as well tomorrow.
Cinco naman?
5 to 5. Alas 5 minutos na lang. Okay ra na dong. Mo lagi I was shocked to know that, I'm planning to reuse some of their old jambs and doors. They want me to pay for it. So I was telling Predo about it, and Predo said, just give them a jam of coco lumber, ma'am, so they'll regret. Why give them their old one and you still have to pay for it? Such people, greed. And whose house are we putting it in? It's the same house that they're gonna be transferring, and they want me to pay for the old ones, like these jams that I'm looking at. My gosh, now you see what I'm dealing with. Greed. Can't believe it. So tomorrow will be Friday. There'll be more bracing, and then Saturday they'll be putting the sheets. What's taking so long is just destroying this old house that it should have been destroyed by them, because they know they have to do it. We know that we are going to do the roof. They should have sent their grandchildren to destroy it already, but they still have to wait for us. It's taking up the time.